Welcome into the Sharp Sports YouTube podcast. My name is Andrew Sharp. We'll be talking everything Denver sports and beyond. Please like and subscribe if you are a sports fan like me. Let's do this.
Well, your Denver Broncos lose their home opener to the Pittsburgh Steelers 13-6 Sunday afternoon in Denver at Mile High. I still call it Mile High Stadium. I don't know. They've had so many different names. Who cares? Broncos fall to 0-2 for what feels like the zillionth time, but it's not quite that bad. But it is bad. In fact, the Broncos have now started 0-2 in 2019, 2020, 2023, and now your 2024 season. I really felt like this was a game they could and should win, given that it was at home, it was the opener, it was altitude, which you can use to your advantage if you run the ball. Well, we'll get to that later. So, good question is, where does 0-2 leave this Denver Bronco team? And since the NFL expanded its playoff field to 7 teams per conference for a total of 14 in 2020, 32 franchises have started the season 0-2. Only 2 of those teams out of 32, so 6.25%, the Cincinnati Bengals in 2022 and the Houston Texans last year in 2023 made the postseason. Just 5 of the 32 teams finished the season with a winning record. So I had somewhat predicted the Broncos. I was really hoping for the first time for double-digit wins. It's looking a lot less likely than that. And it's really disappointing. It's been 8 years since Super Bowl 50. Barack Obama was still president. So it's been a minute. Anyways, we'll get to the game. So, not great. But no rush. The Russ revenge game did not happen, which was also a bummer because I thought that would also work in the Broncos' favor because I thought for sure the Steelers, if he was ready to go, would play him, which actually would help the Broncos because they would be able to create some defensive turnovers and maybe even a pick six. Instead, Justin Fields was okay, which is all the Pittsburgh Steelers really needed. They just needed okay. And he was pretty good. He was basically your classic game manager. It was actually exactly what I wanted Bo Nix to do. Justin Fields was 13 of 20 for 117 yards, which is not much. Averaged 6 yards per attempt, or per completion, I should say. 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Took a couple sacks. Overall rating of 97.3. That's it. Just managed the game. Didn't do anything crazy. Ran the ball. Oh, I want to talk about running the ball. I'm sorry. Meant to skip that part. Oops. Pittsburgh. Najee Harris led the team, 17 carries, 69 yards. As a team, they ran 36 times for 141 yards, averaged 4 yards a carry. Nothing crazy, but controlled the game, was in the game, controlled the clock. This is what I thought the Broncos were going to do this season with Sean Payton. This was part of the preview that I did, where we were going to do basic run the ball, play defense, limit turnovers, try to win close games, because this team is not talented enough to win in shootouts. But apparently we're just going to throw out a rookie QB and have him see if he can get a dead arm in the next 8 games. I don't know what Sean Payton's doing. So we're going to get into that right now. And the Steelers also won the turnover battle 2-0. And this Bronco team is definitely not good enough to win a game when they have more turnovers than the other team. Sean Payton was hired as a veteran coach. And in my preview, if you want to watch that video as well, I talk about how Sean Payton, when he got to New Orleans, established the run. He had Drew Brees, but they were a running team. They did it very well. In the dome, out the dome, didn't matter. They ran the ball. We've decided not to do that. I'm not sure why. Bo Nix, second start, rookie quarterback. He has now thrown it 77 times in 2 games. Why? Why? Why is he throwing it 77 times? That's insane. That's not even Tom Brady isn't supposed to throw it 77 times in 2 games. That's not balanced. That's just ludicrous. Bo Nix through 2 games, 44 of 77 passes, 59%. Not great. It's fine. A lot of them are dink and dunk dump offs. 384 yards, total empty calories, doesn't matter. Especially a lot of them being garbage time yards when the game is effectively over. No touchdowns, 4 picks, 4 sacks. He's a rookie. Sacks are going to happen. 51 passer rating. This is the part where I'm really not happy with the Broncos. 60 yards. He leads the team in rushing. Bo Nix, the quarterback. I know he's athletic. He's a young kid. He'll be all right. He is leading the team, leading the Denver Broncos in rushing through 2 games. He's not Michael Vick. He's not Lamar Jackson, which is okay. He's not even Josh Allen, which is okay. Josh Allen is a complete freak and a gigantic guy. And quite frankly, the Bills have been trying to get Josh Allen to run less because they don't want him to get hurt. So, in saying that, Sean Payton, pick it back. I don't care. I want it to be Javonte. Javonte clearly is not the same guy after the ACL. Maybe it'll come around. I don't know. I'm fine with it. Instead, we get a guy, Tyler Batty. I'll admit, I kind of forgot he was even on the team. He got 1 carry, though, for 16 yards. 1 carry. That's it. So, I don't know. Pick it back. If it's Tyler Batty, I'm cool with it. He's a young guy. Hungry. Seems to do okay. But we're in 3rd and long all the time. Feels like we're in 3rd and 7 or 3rd and 9 or 3rd and 12 constantly. Not 3rd and 3. So, it's just making it harder. We had 15 running back totals. Carries. If you take out Bo Nix's numbers, we had 15 running back carries for 39 yards. Average, even if you average 3.3 yards a carry, that's fine. That means you run on 1st down or 2nd down, and you get to 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 5. Now we're doing okay. We have so many 3 and outs. You can't even, there's no rhythm to the offense because they're barely on the field for like 90 seconds. Broncos' 3rd down conversion rate through 2 games is 23.3, which is 29th out of 32 NFL teams. Along with the Panthers and I'm not sure who else, but it doesn't really matter. If you're even close to anything with the Carolina Panthers, you're not doing good. So, for reference, just in case you don't know, 3rd down conversion is very important. Arizona, who's looking very good, is currently number 1 this season with a 58% 3rd down conversion rate. Good would be, okay would be 40%. We're half that. So, anything above 40 is okay. 50 is really good. 23 is not. Again, Sean Payton, weird decisions. I guess we're going to keep going with this. First half, 2:32 remaining in the first half. 57-yard field goal. We need points. Take the points. It's okay to kick. We have a mile-high advantage. Again, mile-high advantage, thin air. We need the points. Don't try anything crazy. Instead, we don't take the points. We go for it on a 4th and 7 with Bo Nix after a timeout. For a play, I don't even really, I'd have to go back and totally diagram it to tell you exactly what they were trying to do. Instead, we give the ball back to the Steelers. They go right down the field, kick a field goal, and now it's 10-0 at halftime when it could have been easily 7-3. And yeah, 7-3 is not great, but we're not trying to win this is not a beauty contest. Just trying to win games. This team just needs to win some games. And this is how they're going to do it. Win ugly. I don't care. Kick 6 field goals. We kick 6 field goals, we win the game. So, other thing he did, at the end, I understand with the new NFL rules, they have made it very difficult to convert onside kicks. But at the end, if you don't onside kick it, that means you get the ball back effectively with like 19 seconds left to try to score. It's not going to work. So, Sean Payton, this is not working. This is not working. I'm not jumping off the bandwagon yet, but this loss is on the coach. 100%. Sean Payton is making $1 million per game or more. He's making $19 million per year, and last I checked, we're playing 17 regular season games. So, $1 million. Has to be better, period. I'm not jumping off yet, but this is not encouraging. This is not what I had envisioned. This is not what I outlined a Sean Payton team that looked like in 2006-ish with the Saints. And yes, we keep referencing the Saints because Sean keeps referencing the Saints. So, and I'm okay with the Saints. They had a good run. But it matters what you do here in Denver. So, time to run the ball. Up next for the Denver Broncos, they head to Tampa, Florida to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A very good team. Early start for the Broncos, 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Even good Bronco teams have struggled playing in that early window on the East Coast, including the Florida Heat in Tampa. Maybe they can run the ball in the Heat and wear out the Bucks. No, we don't run the ball, so what am I thinking? Anyways, I didn't predict the Broncos to win this game in my season predictions, and unfortunately, Tampa's very good. They are 2-0. They've beaten the Commanders and the Detroit Lions. They lost to the Lions in a very hard-fought game in the divisional round of the NFC playoffs last year. I see no reason why the Bucks can't make to the playoffs again this year. They still have pieces of their Super Bowl team from when Tom Brady was there, and Baker Mayfield has slid in nicely and basically just playing winning football. So it could be a very long year for the Broncos. 0-3, playoff hopes are done. 0-3 means chances of having a winning season are slim. So hate to be a bit of a Debbie Downer, but that's where we're at. Pittsburgh game is really going to hurt looking back. It's really not good. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. Once again, my name is Andrew Sharp. You can follow me on socials at SharpSports82. And of course, this YouTube page, I would love to get a follow or a like from you. If you have any comments, put them down below. I'm always game to talk football with anybody. So if you got something to say or you think the Broncos are going to win, let's talk about it. Anyways, thanks a lot for tuning in. And we'll be back to recap what happens in Tampa, Florida as the Denver Broncos try to win a game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Thanks a lot. Up next for the Denver Broncos, they head to Tampa, Florida to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A very good team. Early start for the Broncos, 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Even good Bronco teams have struggled playing in that early window on the East Coast, including the Florida Heat in Tampa. Maybe they can run the ball in the Heat and wear out the Bucks. No, we don't run the ball, so what am I thinking? Anyways, I didn't predict the Broncos to win this game in my season predictions, and unfortunately, Tampa's very good. They are 2-0. They've beaten the Commanders and the Detroit Lions. They lost to the Lions in a very hard-fought game in the divisional round of the NFC playoffs last year. I see no reason why the Bucks can't make to the playoffs again this year. They still have pieces of their Super Bowl team from when Tom Brady was there, and Baker Mayfield has slid in nicely and basically just playing winning football. So it could be a very long year for the Broncos. 0-3, playoff hopes are done. 0-3 means chances of having a winning season are slim. So hate to be a bit of a Debbie Downer, but that's where we're at. Pittsburgh game is really going to hurt looking back. It's really not good. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. Once again, my name is Andrew Sharp. You can follow me on socials at SharpSports82. And of course, this YouTube page. I would love to get a follow or a like from you. If you have any comments, put them down below. I'm always game to talk football with anybody. So if you got something to say or you think the Broncos are going to win, let's talk about it. Anyways, thanks a lot for tuning in. And we'll be back to recap what happens in Tampa, Florida as the Denver Broncos try to win a game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Thanks a lot.